toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. Coming out with it, it's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15.
First and 10.
Jackson will throw. Here's the pressure. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. Still on his feet. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Hoosiers have it with a first and 10. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going for 6. Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Scores on the sneak.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They go to the ground. Creates a little space.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Wildcats! Great job by the back on the option. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup. But the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
A little screen to the running back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
To the air on first down. He wants to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the deep?
Oh, he's got some space. The they're going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Dances away to buy time. He's going to take off. Finds space on the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Now on second down. Jackson will throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hall. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Wants to throw on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Indiana! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Faulkner. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. starts at the 16-yard line. On the run, it's Haynes. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the single back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Taylor wants to throw it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Hoosiers! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back with it.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
Indiana, 24. Kentucky, 14.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Taylor wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll knock him down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Turning it on! Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making it good.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long first down marker just short of the goal line. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Rides the back on the option. The give. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Boston College managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Chestnut Hill for some time, no matter the final score. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Jackson will throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. That's reeled in. It's Miller. Needing to move the chains. Here comes Kentucky on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Miller. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The inside handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Taylor wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Skinner. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's why everybody in college football is trying to recruit athletes like this to play the 4-3 defensive end position. You can find guys that can stop the run at defensive end, but how many are excellent pass rushers? How many have all the tools in their toolbox like this guy does? Not many.
Wants to go up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He's got an open man. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but there. Business here with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback making adjustments. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Griffin. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Jackson going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, and you've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. First, go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Got his man on the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Moving away from pressure. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Hit as he throws. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Jackson will throw. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll go to the sneak. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the lone running back. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Right back to the well. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
24, Indiana, 21.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a tough. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Taylor wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Keene. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there.
Wide open spaces. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tap that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Trying to power it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Kentucky! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 4 over New Mexico State. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The offense. It's got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Smashes ahead. A massive Impressive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Kentucky! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21.
He'll bring it out. It's Griffin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Now on first down from the 28. To the air on first down. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Martin. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Indiana! He got a step and just dusted the field.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Complete to the right. Finds some room. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Griffin. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to pass on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's caught inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They want to throw it. Trying to bull his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They'll line up to go for 2. The snap sets up the throw. It's complete to the right. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score.
34.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll... Touchback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Taylor wants to throw it. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the tailback. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Coming up, fourth down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Skinner. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Yeah, and how about that? On fourth down, and they got to throw the football. They make the play in a big-time moment. Nice job by the offense, getting this a little bit closer to the finish line.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Looking for room, it's Patterson. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Handoff to the lone back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4.
Touchdown, Wildcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Snags it down the right side. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Just keep slinging it. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Indiana.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. A quick timeout called by the kicking team here.
Timeout, Indiana.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had? Turning it on! Got enough for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle. The Wildcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
And with that takeaway, the defense has just left the door open just enough maybe for their team to come back. They needed a takeaway badly here late in the game, and they got it. Let's see if the offense can respond and seize this momentum.
He's taking a deep shot. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down. Keeps it and gets to 1st down. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking to throw. It's incomplete as the 2-pointer fails, and I guess unless they were concerned about games of chance, there wasn't really a reason to try to do that, but this game is over. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.